Alright, let's start off this video review with some groundbreaking announcement, and I mean that in quotations because I'm going to dismantle this backdrop as soon as I'm done with this review, and we're going back to a plain white screen for the time being because I'm sick and tired of dealing with this foreground. Well, actually it's the background, but sometimes the camera makes it the foreground when it really comes down to it. When I focus a figure in up close and personal with the lens, it still wants to focus on the backdrop because of all the detail that goes on back here. It thinks that this is the review. It's not the figure that's being reviewed, it's actually the background every single time. It's not just that, it's also because of the shade here. I'm sick and tired of dealing with the shadows going on because of the lamps and the walls that are closing in here, just creating such a disturbance. And that's what's really messing with the autofocus on the screen here. And just to tell you the truth, you're also seeing a lot of dust, and I don't really dust this area, so that's my problem. But having said that, I just feel like it's time to remove the reviewing station and just basically go back to the basics that was working for the focusing on this thing. So with that said, enjoy what is the very last reviewing station toy review of this mess. So yeah, anyway, let's do this. This should not be a long video. Here is the very last Star Wars The Black Series action figure that came out on Force Friday 2 from the massive retail release. I'm not talking about any exclusives to like Target or Toys R Us, just the basic 7 figures to come at massive quantity release from massive retailer stores, which means you can find them anywhere and they don't have an exclusive sticker on their package somewhere. So this is the Stormtrooper. And here is the Stormtrooper's front of the packaging. Here is the side of the packaging. Number 48, Stormtrooper. Here's the back of the packaging with the brief summary. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause the viewer. I'm not going to wait. So there's that. Here is the Stormtrooper action figure. And this is about to get really repetitive because I hate to say it. This is an exact copy of the original Stormtrooper that was released in the original 6-inch Black Series line, which I do have, as a matter of fact. This one can go for some high pennies on eBay. So here it is, the original packaging. And just to show it off, just because, here's the difference between the packaging of today compared to the packaging of yesterday. So yeah. And that's basically the key difference going on with the action figure that I'm reviewing today. It's just the packaging. The contents that this figure comes with is one and the same. It still has the rifle, it's still got the blaster, it's still got the holster for the blaster. The paint application is one and the same. There's no difference whatsoever. Nothing from the sculpting either, nothing from the front, nothing from the back, nothing from the articulation points. So that is it. I mean, what else can I really say about this? This should not one bit be a 10-minute video. If it is, I'm going to be very disappointed. So, okay, let's go through the basics of the articulation because, again, it is just one and the same, and I'm going to make this quick without going into full-on detail. Ball jointed head, hinge joint at the neck, hinge joint at the shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which is common to only the 6-inch Stormtrooper figures, wrist swivel, hinge joint, up and down movement, inward and outward on that side. You do have ball jointed upper torso. You got a hinge joint at the legs. You got double jointed knees. And then you got a hinge joint for up and down movement at the feet. And then there's the ankle rocker pivot. And that is the articulation. Here's a look at the Stormtrooper from the front. Here's a look at the Stormtrooper from the back. Here's a look at his rifle. Here's a look at his blaster. Very nice. And that is your Stormtrooper, which is, again, copy and paste. Great for army building if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not, because I like to buy one of each figure with only the term of key differences making out a difference in my purchase. And that being said, the packaging's different, so me being a completionist is part of the checklist. So anyway, now that I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and do a brief side-by-side comparisons with all the other wave mates of this line. So here is Rey, Kylo Ren, Grand Admiral Thrawn, Darth Vader, who is the hardest to stand up in this line. Here's Hera from Star Wars Rebels. And the last figure, hopefully I can get this all on camera, Luke Skywalker. No. Yes, you can see them all. That will do, pig. That will do. So not much else to really say here. Again, if you're army building, this works great. If you missed out on the first release, this works great as well. But if you already got this figure from the original release and you're looking for differences outside of the packaging, there's nothing else to really offer here. It's basically a Malibu Stacy with a new hat. That is it. So, questions or comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you liked today's video review, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't like today's video review, hit that thumbs down button. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see other video reviews similar to one that you're seeing here today. And also hit that bell icon if you want to know when my next video will be uploaded. If not, you're not going to get notified by YouTube because sometimes it's a hit or miss with those slackers. Until then, this is your King Red's Power signing off saying thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you whenever you see me.